Have faith. Furious question time aud.ience member hits back at establishment Remoaners. In a vicious attack on negative attitudes towards the UK leaving the EU, the man reminded those calling for the country to remain tied to Brussels that Britain is one of the world's strongest economies. His comments came after a government report said that Britain would lose out, whatever deal is struck with the EU 27. According to the civil service prepared paper, growth would be down 5% over the next 15 years if it left with a trade agreement. That would rise to 8% if Britain left without a deal and was forced to fall back on World Trade Organization (WTO) rules. Criticizing the establishment for failing to be supportive of Brexit, the audience member said, "When will the hardline Remainers from the political and media elite of this country start to have some faith in this country's ability to perform on the world stage?" His criticism of pro-EU cheerleaders was met with rapturous applause from the Darlington audience. He continued, "It's just arrogant. They have no faith in this country's ability to perform, and it's one of the world's most powerful and strong, both economically and militarily. Have some faith." His criticism follows Jacob Rees-Mogg, who also hit out at aspects of the establishment for failing to be enthusiastic about life after the EU. In an unusual rebuttal to the civil service's Brexit growth findings, Mr. Rees-Mogg accused the impartial government workers of having a pro-EU bias. He called the growth forecasts a humiliation and clearly politically influenced. He said, "The Office for Budget Responsibility was set up by George Osborne because Treasury forecasts had been politicized and it was thought they were unreliable on political grounds. With the referendum with the EU, the Treasury has gone back to making forecasts. It was politically advantageous for them. So yes, I do think they are fiddling the figures." He has also previously accused some members of the cabinet of not being fully committed to the Brexit process.